interconnectedness to all of us. One of the ways that I'm transforming is that I am coming out, as it were. I'm trusting, and when I look in people's eyes, I can see depths of love that I was too afraid to look at before. So let's do a small spiritual practice just right now, if you don't mind. It's just really quick, but I want to leave you with something that you can take home with you. Do you feel your life force in your right big toe as we speak? And it feels warm and tingly. Can you feel it in your left big toe? And this is one of the things that I did in Awakened Peace, is that I would say, how does the back of your knee feel? How does the skin behind your ears feel? It's a practice that will pull you into the moment and will stop your mind from that crazy thinking that always goes on. Can you feel them together? One of the most profound spiritual practices that you can do is to consciously breathe. It's free, and if you do it for the period of 1 year, it will transform your life. To just be present as the air passes through your nostrils into your lungs, and experience how does your body feel as it receives this incredible thing we call air. I'm all over the place. So back to gratitude. Is gratitude necessary? Well, I didn't know earlier this week, but I believe so now, this morning. But the thing is, it occurred to me, my cats don't say gratitude. How many of you have cats? I mean, they say cats don't have owners, they have staff. Well, that really has changed for me this last week. They're my masters and I'm their servant, and that's okay. But they don't say gratitude, they just expect. They're like, where's my food? Okay, I'll rub your ankles for a minute, but I won't leave you alone until it shows up, okay? So, and what about the birds? Now, I don't understand birds, and I don't understand trees, and I don't understand the insects' languages, but I don't think they do it either. So why do we do it? Well, that's because we've got this thought thing that happens all the time, and with thought and form and ego, we get resentful and angry because things are not going the way we expect them to, and we're not accepting what is. And the cats do. If this is my last moment on earth, that's okay with me. I'm an immortal being. What's wrong with you? So what about us? I believe now that what's beginning to happen, well, first of all, let me back up. I don't have enough knowledge about Buddha, but I'll check into it the next time I talk with you and tell you about it then. But the Bible does talk about gratitude, and also in the Course in Miracles and some of the other books that I looked into this morning and yesterday. But Matthew 28 says this, which supports my premise. Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed as beautiful as these. So even Jesus knew that the flowers and the trees don't say gratitude. So, but for us, I think that's what's changed as I rebuild it. It seems that when we are in gratitude, it stills the mind. I've been playing a lot with gratitude this week. It stills the mind because then it acknowledges that I am not, or my ego is not the power that goes out there and muscles things to happen in the land of form to make me happy. What it does is says there is something outside, actually it's within, something within me that is greater. Something that loves me absolutely, where I can put my trust. No matter what the face of what I'm looking at, I can trust it. It is absolute love. It is my servant. And by staying in that place of gratitude, I think the Spirit eventually takes us to that place of grace, where we just exist in grace, hopefully 100% of the time. That, I think, would be our goal, because we are that which we call God, which is a really weird word for me anymore, but source of all things. We are connected. You know, last week Sandy talked about her woodpecker, and she asked me about it later, and I said, you are one with the woodpecker. Talk to it and tell it, please don't peck on the house when I'm in there trying to write, you know. We are one, and if you can allow yourself to pull back into the stillness and feel that for a few minutes, you can go talk to the trees. The Native Americans have known that for thousands and thousands of years. There is so much in this amazing place we call form that is full of life. It is the force with which everything emerges from the formless. And we have access to those magical places once we get out of thinking that form is it. I have no idea where I am. Okay. So let me see. I'm going to just go to the last page. You know, I have to tell you, I'll be honest with you this one. I would really like to get to the place where I can come before you and just allow the stream to come into my mind and just share from you. Actually, it's worked pretty well this morning. But to come and share with you straight out of my heart without rehearsal. My ego's still a little bit there and bugs me sometimes, but I have to say that's my own personal goal, because I feel it is so much richer, so it's newer, it is so much more authentic. And so, pray for me.
You're already there, Jane.
Thank you. So quit looking to form for thought, for your answers. Quit looking to form for your happiness. Quit looking to form for your wholeness. It's in stillness. It's absolutely in stillness. It's in the now. Quit telling stories about how somebody did you wrong, how it didn't turn out the way you wanted to, because Spirit has a goal for us to be back with Him or it, or to be present with oneness in all that is. That is who we are. And we've been lost out here in the wilderness somewhere, trying to figure out there's no street signs out there. So Spirit says, come on, my darling, it's over here. Practice stillness. Practice your breathing. When you go outside, really look. Smell the air. I was reading a book last night that said, smell the air, be in touch, be present with the scent to the point that your mouth waters. If you need to suffer and you see friends that are suffering, honor their journey, because they're not going anywhere. They're absolutely spiritual, one with us. And in a way, I'm grateful to them if that's what they need to do, if that is their mastery and they're doing it for me. I'm grateful, because I'm getting too selfish. I don't want to do it anymore. We by consistently practicing your worries, and I guarantee you this because I'm walking ahead of it, well, I'm just walking along with you, but I can guarantee you that by consciously breathing, checking in with your body, being present with your animals, a part of life is going to expand for you and knock you out. Absolutely knock you out. All of a sudden, your relationships are going to take on a depth and a love that you're going to say to yourself, where have I been? And I am so deeply, profoundly moved that I happen to be here. I chose to be here at this great time of awakening. That I am seeing my dear friends, even people that don't come to PLC. And I have to tell you, I'm a little arrogant about that. It's like, you're awakening? You know, because it doesn't matter which religion you're in or if you even have one. I mean, we're waking up just like little Christmas, like boop, 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 boop. What a privilege it is to be alive on this planet right now. And I'm so deeply grateful for all of you. Thank you very much.